Well, welcome back everybody to another week on the trails. We're back out in the van. I know last week we didn't camp in the van, we just came out for a walk, but we're back in the van this week. I had to park about a mile up the road away from this trail because that's the only place I could find to park in a suitable location to stay the night. I've managed to find a nice 11.5 kilometre walk today, although if you factor in the fact that I had to walk to the trail and I'm going to have to walk back to get to the van, it's going to be around about 12 and a half, I think, maybe pushing 13, although I might cut a corner off on the trail, but I don't know, we'll kind of see how we go. I've got my soup in my bag, everything is packed, ready for a lovely bit of scran as we get a bit further round, but we've got a long way to go, so strap in and enjoy the ride. I think every single walk that I've done over the last couple of weeks, I always end up stumbling upon just some random farm in the middle of nowhere, or just some massive house just out in like the middle of nowhere. I don't know if it's just because I'm in Surrey, which is one of the richest counties in the country, I think, so that might have something to do with it. But some of the houses of the farms that you walk through, absolutely massive. I don't think I'd ever want to live in a house that's that big though. Far too much housework for me. I've passed a lot more people today than I normally do. I think I've passed about 3 groups of walkers. Just had a trio of cyclists go past, a horse. It's all happening on this one. Whenever anybody sees that I'm holding a camera as well, they're always just like, oh, taking pictures, taking photographs. And I'm just like, yeah, just taking some photos. Just got a big fluffy mic on top of the camera. I'm coming up to halfway around this walk though, and I have to say, the majority of this walk has been in the woods, or just kind of through a couple of fields. Hasn't been quite as picturesque as some of the other walks I've been on recently, so I'm not one to complain though. I'm still having a wonderful time. Just being outside, to be honest with you, it's just so nice. I really enjoy being outside and just coming for a walk. feel like you've accomplished something as well when you've been on a long walk. And as I was saying earlier, I'm just glad it's not raining, so yeah. Whew. It's almost 12 o'clock, so as soon as it gets to around about 12 I start looking out for somewhere to stop. I can't really stop anywhere though, because I need to have a flat surface for my stove, and I also want to be able to sit on something. A nice log or a ledge or something like that would be ideal, and then a nice flat surface. This whole field is peas. I wish it was a bit later on in the season so I could pick a couple of peas, have them for tea tonight. Might have to come back here and do that. A whole field of peas. I wonder how they farm them, like harvest them. How do you harvest all of these peas? Do you do it by hand? Oh my god. Oh, that just scared the life out of me. What was that? Someone shooting at me. I'm sorry, I won't pick your peas. Alright, I won't pick the peas, I promise. Just don't kill me. It's alright, I escaped. Farmer chasing me with his gun. Sometimes when I'm looking for a spot for lunch, I find one immediately, and sometimes I don't find one at all, and I end up all the way back at the van again without stopping. Not that that really matters, but it's nice to stop en route somewhere. There isn't really anywhere suitable to stop that I've found so far, and I'm not too far away from getting back. I'm about 3/4 of the way around now. There's an old tractor up here though and a Land Rover. Maybe I could hop in that and have some lunch. If they're abandoned. Probably not abandoned. I don't know, it's a building there. Just about to go through another farm though. Keep plodding along, see if we can find somewhere, and if not, we'll have lunch at the van, I suppose. Are you having a laugh? Oh, ow. Jeez Louise. Ow, done. Oh my god. Oh, spike in my leg. Ouch. Oh, ow. Well, this is going to be the best spot that I'm going to find for the rest of this walk. I'm only literally about half a mile away from the van, but I thought it'd be good to stop here. I've got a little ledge on the side of the field, which is alright, it's something to sit on I suppose, but it's not a park bench, is it? But I think it'll be fine. I'm not going to burn myself this week. I'm going to be really careful because I've still got a mark on my finger. You probably can't see it, but I've still got a bit of a mark on there from when I burnt my finger last week. The rest of the burn marks are pretty much gone, but that was quite a savage burn, so we definitely don't want to be doing that again. This week, everybody, we've got a lovely bit of soup, one of my favourites. We've got a good old winter vegetable. Look how nice that tin is, look at the design on that, isn't that lovely? Winter vegetable from British farms apparently. Just what you need in the middle of summer, a bit of winter vegetable soup. Oh, nice and gloopy, just what you want in a vegetable soup. You want chunks. Chunks of soup. So next week we are having Joss for the whole week again. So I was thinking that we can do the same sort of thing that we did last time, where we'll go out in a van and pretty much spend the whole week in the van together, and I'll film a walk in between that at some point. And then the week following that, we're not going to be having Joss that week. So Becky and I have decided that we're going to head up to Durham, which is right at the north of England. I think it's almost on the Scottish border. There's one more county, which I think is Northumberland, and then it's Scotland. She has a work conference up there for a couple of days, so she was going to go anyway, but we've decided that because we don't have Joss that weekend, we're going to go up there and kind of have like a week's holiday, like a big round trip, stop off on the way up, spend a few days up in Durham, and then perhaps come back through Yorkshire or something, back home again. And then after that, I think we're pretty much into the school summer holidays. So we've got our main trip down to Weymouth family camp, and then we're going to go down to Cornwall. I think that's going to be 2.5, pushing on 3 weeks. And then we're going to be back home for a week, and then Becky and I are going to be going back out in the van again for perhaps 2 or 3 weeks on another road trip. We might be heading over to Wales, perhaps explore around there a little bit. I'm not really too sure, haven't planned anything as of yet. But we've got quite a busy couple of months coming up. Should be lots of van trips, lots of adventures, lots of exploring. Really looking forward to it. And it's going to be great to be able to get away in the new van and just kind of see what it's capable of, really. See what it's capable of. I know what it's capable of, but see how we get on with staying off grid, the 4 of us, and yeah, should be good fun. No burnt fingers today, everybody. Cheers to just the good vibes of being outside in the country, getting shot at by farmers. No! Veggie soup. Oh, I needed that lovely little bit of soup. The battery on my camera is about to die. I think it's got about 5% left, so I'm going to make my way back to the van. Only got about half a mile anyway, and it's pretty much all road, so nothing really too interesting. Not my favourite walk that I've done to date, but nonetheless a good steady trek. I'll see you back at the van in a couple of hours when we're going to make a little bit of dinner and settle down and enjoy a night away. So it's been a couple of hours since I got back. Absolutely exhausted. I was just laying on the bed for like 2 hours. Had kind of a bit of a semi-nap, so I didn't actually fall asleep, but just like resting in the back of the van. So comfy back there. The only thing is though, it gets quite stuffy. We need to have like some ventilation or something in the back. If you crack the back door, it's alright, but yeah. I was thinking maybe getting another one of these spinnies that we got on the roof and have one in the back, and then you can get kind of a bit of ventilation back there. But anyway, it's time to cook a little bit of dinner. I'm not doing anything particularly technical. I'm having this pan-fried gnocchi again. I had it before, it was really good. I haven't got any sauce to have with it though this time, which is a little bit sad. But I've got a bell pepper, a red bell pepper, and I've just got an onion as well. And that's pretty much it. That's all I've got. It'd be quite good if I had a bit of pesto or something, but I don't think I have anything. No, literally have nothing back here. One thing we do have though is the new frying pan. If you watched the video, was it last week or the week before? I can't remember now. We bought one of these frying pans with the detachable handle, and basically the one that we got wasn't induction hob friendly because it was the cheap version. So we sent it back and we bought the more expensive version, which was nearly double the price. But this one is compatible with induction hobs, I'm pleased to say, and we have tested it and it does work, so there's not going to be any issues there. I'm going to chop up the onion and the pepper and just basically just bung it all in the pan really. See what happens. It's going to fill me up, so that's the most important thing, right? I feel like I'm doing you all a bit of a disservice by making such simple dinners. But after a long walk, I can't really be bothered to cook anything that complicated. And this is going to fill me up really quick, really easy. Job's a good one, really. Alright everyone, you know what time it is. I'm going to be watching a film called In the Heart of the Sea, which is about a giant whale that destroys ships and stuff. A bit like the Kraken, I suppose, but it's a whale instead of an octopus or a squid. It's a squid, isn't it, the Kraken? I don't know, whatever. Sea monster. For Pud this evening, I've got a mini dairy milk bar that I stole from Becky, and I've got a lemon Trek flapjack protein thingamajiggy that I also stole from Becky. Thank you, Becky. She won't watch this anyway, so she won't even realise. I'll let you guys know if this film's any good or not tomorrow morning. But until then, have a lovely evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time of day it is that you're watching this, and I'll see you tomorrow. Well, good morning everybody. Got a lovely road just outside the van there. Can't really see the cars, but I can hear them. Slept really well though, slept really well last night. You know you've had a really good night's sleep when you have loads of vivid dreams. I can't actually remember exactly what happened in my dreams. All I remember is that we were on holiday, lying in a swimming pool with our pillows and our duvets, trying to go to sleep. And it was just really weird. That film I watched last night, what was it called? I can't remember what it was called. It had a weird name. It was quite good. It was kind of loosely based on the novel Moby Dick. So essentially the people went out to catch whales for whale oil, and then there was a massive whale that basically sank their ship, and then they were stranded at sea for like 90 days or something. And I thought the story was going to be about this killer whale thing, but that was only really part of the story. There goes another car. The actual like main plot of the story was just kind of the people going out to sea and getting stranded for 90 days and making their way back again. It was very computerized, there was a lot of CGI, but it was alright, you know. I don't know whether I'd watch it again, but I wouldn't discourage anybody from watching it. So it's kind of one of those. But I've got my lovely bowl of cereal anyway. I've got some bran flakes, some frosted flakes and some Cheerios in here. So a nice little mix. I like to mix up cereal. Have the good old staple bran flakes and then put something else a bit more exciting in it. Well, this is the car park anyway. As you can see, absolutely nobody here. Really surprised. There is a little pond over here, and I think there were some people I don't know if they were fishing last night or doing something around here. It's just like a group of lads just kind of sat here, just like messing about. I think they must have been fishing or something, but they left at like 9:30. But yeah, whole car park to myself, really good night's sleep. And look at that, lovely bit of forest to wake up to in the morning. Oh, breathe in the forest. Well, that's going to do it for this week anyway. I'm going to get the van packed up. I'm going to head back home. Next week, I'm going to be staying in a van with Joss all week. So I think we might go back to the same car park we went to last time. Or there is another one a bit further on, so maybe we'll go to that one. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.